Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of all ages, welcome back to another edition of Star Citizen. So today I thought I would go back and revisit one of my favorite ship manufacturers, and that would be Drake Interplanetary. As you can see, I've brought out one of my Cutlass Black ships, and let's bring it out into the verse. Let's go see if we can scuttle some pirates and maybe board and harass the otherwise harassers. If you aren't aware, with the new patch that's coming out, quote-unquote, soon, copyright, once 3.0 comes out, the Drake Cutlass Black is going to be reworked. Well, by that I mean it's already been reworked, and we will get the updated model in 3.0.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake Interplanetary craft.
Hello.
Your systems are online.
So I figured, I've done a video similar where, you know, we brought the Cutlass out and did a few missions with it. So today I thought I would kind of just show off the line of Drake ships, at least in context to the Drake ships that I own that are flyable. First up, being the more popular and more readily available, Cutlass Black. So on my Cutlass Black, I've got two size 3 tarantulas, and I've got, two size 3 tarantulas. Sorry, I'm not sure if I said that correctly. Followed by one size 3 Mantis Gatling. The thought process behind all the ballistics is I'm looking to take things down and do it with extreme prejudice. And this 350 does not stand a chance of being around much longer. He's putting up a fight, that's for damn sure, but it's going to be in vain, as I've got him spinning wildly now. Spinning like a top. Ah, I missed. There we go, that was hitting. Let's put a hurtin' on this one, huh?
Hold still.
Ah, if it would stand fucking still. Let's hit him with a missile. Ah! Boom, shakalaka. And that, my friends, is one of the reasons why I love the Drake line. And it looks like I didn't even take a single percentile of damage as debris from the enemy ship just gingerly floats by. I gotta say, I really dig the aesthetic of Drake ships. They're very minimalistic, very utilitarian, very you know, assigned to do a job and just this job. Well, not just. Assigned to do a job and will do it well. No bells and whistles, no crazy add-ons, just the things that you need, nothing more, nothing less. Another thing that not a lot of people know is the Drake Cutlass Black actually comes with a tractor beam. Now, the mechanics for the tractor beam aren't exactly online just quite yet, but if you look on the wing section, I do believe that little looks kind of like a window in between the gun and that cylindrical object, which is a thruster. So in between those two areas there, I do believe that is where the tractor beams are, because there's one on this side and there's one on this side. I don't believe they're the lights, because when I turn the lights on and off, I'm actually not even seeing the lights going on and off. Oh, there's the lights on, lights off. So the lights are off, lights are on, and I don't see those areas lighting up. So I am of the opinion that is where the tractor beams are. I could be mistaken. I'm not 100%. That is just my educated guess as to their location. So let's get in position. And let's hop out. So one of the great things also about this, I guess, soon-to-be old version, well, current old version, whatever, of this particular model is this neat pilot's exit. There is a ladder, so if you are landed, you'd be able to get on and off quite easily, and there it is. And as you can see, being on the wing gives you relatively quick access. Relatively, because obviously you do have to go up and down that ladder. But all in all, I actually think that's pretty cool. I actually had owned a Cutlass for over a month or two before I figured out about that entrance. I thought the only way in and out was through the back ramp, the cargo ramp, or what at least was the cargo ramp. So that was a nice little surprise. So up in the Drake line, up next we are going to go and pull out the Buccaneer. The Buccaneer, if you don't know, is the light fighter, and it's actually surprisingly fun. It's very nimble, and it can hold quite quite a bit amount of armaments. It's got some pretty decent hardware on it, if I do say so myself. And the options of which that you have for changing the loadout on the Buccaneer, pretty impressive. I am not going to lie. In fact, I had not owned a Buccaneer up until relatively recently, when one of my org mates was talking about his Buccaneer, and he actually let me fly it. And after I flew it, I kind of really enjoyed it. I jumped right onto the gray market, got one for myself, LTI, all that good stuff, so I don't have to worry. For me personally, getting LTI on the Buccaneer was a must-do, because it is otherwise classified as a glass cannon. And rightly so, as it is, it does not have a lot of hull strength. So let's go run and grab that real quick. Now, one of the cool things is the Buccaneer has two size 1 wing mounts, two, I think, size 3 wing mounts, along with the size 1s, and it has a size 4 turret mount on the spine that carries two size 2 weapons. But if you take the two size 2 turret off, you can put on a singular size 4. So, in its current state, this thing can actually put out quite a bit of hurt, especially if you configure it according to your playstyle. It's kind of nice, the amount of configurations and the, quote, modularity, unquote, that the Buccaneer holds. Let me go show you real quick. So I might have a weird loadout, because I know I was experimenting with my Buccaneer not too long ago, so I might have to rearm that. Yeah, I did an all ballistics loadout on this. As you can see, I've got a size 4 Apocalypse arms on there, and this is usually not my loadout. I usually do Sucker Punch. Here, I'll show you. So, on the wings... Where is it? There we go. Sucker Punch Distortion. Followed by... Well, actually, let me do this correctly so I don't lose that. So, there's the size 2. Pull that off. Pull that off. Go down to the Badger. Or, I'm sorry, Panther. Go back to this side, pull this off, go to the Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch. Pull off the Tarantula. Put back on the Panther. And if you notice, I'm going all fixed loadout, and reason being, I want these to be able to land as well. And the Sucker Punch, if you're not familiar, are shield damaging weapons only. So basically what that'll do is, well, it will not do any damage to the hull, but is really good at bringing down the shields. So again, this is my usual loadout. 2 Sucker Punch, 2 Panthers, 2 Badgers.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake Interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Alright.
Launch complete.
So, as we pull up here...
Landing request approved.
Okay.
Landing.
Let's jump over to 275 real quick. So, again, with this being, you know, not having a lot of hull strength, you really have to be more maneuverable. Got to be a little bit faster in, let's see. Oh, wait, I've already cleared this one. Durr. So, 126. Here we come! Again, I really like the minimalistic, you know, look of the Drake line, the way they are, just very, you know, no bells and whistles, just here I am, take me as you will.
If you know what's good for you,
Oh,
you stay out.
Oh, this will be short work.
Running you die.
Look at that.
Target is destroyed.
And taken right the fuck out. Let's jump to one more real quick. Go to 306.
Is now
And yeah, again, the Buccaneer is it's pretty fast, you know. 710 thruster speed, afterburner speed, whatever. All right, a Gladius.
Seriously, that would have thought.
So the Buccaneer does not have side shielding, so you got to be really careful taking damage from the sides. You always want to be forward facing, so that way you don't run the risk of them sneaking through on your shields, because that will lead you to have a bad day. Oh, damn it, I didn't want to do that.
And you chose to run.
Fuck it, let's fire a missile at him. Oh, and he's taken right the fuck out. So again, you know, the Buccaneer, really, really good for those quick get in, get out, you know, faster type of attack runs. Light fighter, You don't want to go up against something like a Super Hornet. I mean, if you've got the skills, who knows? You might be able to take on a Super Hornet in one of these, especially again depending on the loadout that you have. Me personally, because of how fast this ship is, I prefer to have laser loadouts. That way, I don't have to worry about ammo counts and things like that. But you might be different. You might have a little bit better aim. You might be a little better with your accuracy, and if that's the case, if that's the case, then ballistic might be your loadout. That might do you better. But for me, I prefer energy. That way, I don't have to worry about my shots, and I can just kind of let them rip. But again, that's just me personally. So, other than that, really, there's, for ships that I have, it's just the Drake Herald and the Drake Caterpillar. Now, the Drake Caterpillar, I've got other videos on that. I've also got a quick video on the Herald that I think that I've done. Just for the sake of quickness, I will bring out the Herald just to look at real quick, because really the Herald is not a fighter in the least. This is an information ship, info runner, as according to its exact definition. It is very weak. It does not take very many hits for the thing to go into orange or yellow, and it does not take a lot of damage whatsoever. This thing is highly flammable. It will blow up quite easily. Oopsies. It will blow up quite easily, and it is not a ship that you want to find yourself in a bad area with. Otherwise, you are going to have a bad day. So, this is the Drake Herald. I actually really like it. This thing is one of the fastest ships in the game currently, and it really holds up to the Drake aesthetic. It's dark, it is minimalistic, you know, again, just the things that you need. It's got some computer slices, at least that's what it looks like. Here's the support seat, and here is the manual satellite release button, and then the door close button. Other than that, again, you know, very minimalistic, a lot of parts and doodads just sticking out, and I mean, look at the size of the engines attached to this thing. That, well, should let you know this thing is not messing around when it comes to speed. Look at that, huh? Beautiful. So, I will show you just how useless this is in combat. I believe I have a Panther, and oh shit, I only have a Panther. Alright, so this is going to be a very short demonstration. I'm not going to last very long, as you will see very shortly.
Finally, some easy pickings.
This ship is terrible at combat. I would highly suggest against bringing it into combat, as you are just going to have a bad time.
Run and you die, fight and you die.
I'm going to need all the help I can get. Now, although it is a fast ship, it is anything but durable, and it's not maneuverable. Going in a straight line, this thing is going to be very hard to keep up with. Any sort of actual maneuvering, however, this thing slows down. It's like a flying brick. I would even go so far as to say the Aurora has a better maneuverability. I mean, as you can see how long it's taking me just to try to get on target. This is the opposite of a good fighting ship. Now again, fighting is not what this ship was designed for. This is an info runner. It has to do with communications, hacking, not fighting. And look, already my front section is yellow. I've already incurred a lot of damage and only taken a few shots. So keep that in mind if you are looking to add this ship to your fleet. It is not good for defense. This ship's defense is running away.
Hold still.
I'm surprised it hasn't blown me up yet. It does have some size 1 missiles, which help, but as you can see, I've made a couple of direct hits, and they're not doing much in terms of damage. Got it there. Send another one. Got it. Send another. Got it. Send another. And now I'm out of missiles. As you can see, not a good fighter. This is just a single 350. I've put all... Oh, Jesus. I've put all of my missile ordnance into it, and it is still going. So, I think I'm going to leave the video here. As you can see, the Herald, even with a size 3, not the best fighter. Oh, and I was destroyed. So, this has been a quick look at some of the Drake ships. Obviously, the Caterpillar would fall into same category. It is not used for fighting, cannot defend itself very well. You definitely need an escort, much like the Drake Herald. So I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like down below. If you want to see more videos like it, leave a comment saying so. All you beautiful bastards out there, have a wonderful day. Peace.